Another ripoff has dropped from Lego Marvel. This is the Spider-Man Brand New Day Prison Transport Chase, which will retail for $50 in the United States. Despite having 367 pieces, there's 4 minifigures. This was sent to me early by Lego, but whole opinions are my own. It releases June 1st, 2026. The best part of this set, and the main reason a lot of people are going to be buying this set, is Tombstone. This is an iconic Spider-Man villain who we've never gotten as a physical minifigure before, so it's very welcome to see him introduced in a set. The design here has a really cool new torso and face print. Those are 2 exclusive parts because we've seen this hairpiece in white in a couple other sets before, and unlike a lot of the other villains of this new Spider-Man wave, there's no leg printing, which is disappointing if you ask me. Kind of looks out of place. Regardless, I really like the face print we have going on with this expression and his alternate facial expression right here. Funny enough, he's the only minifigure of this whole wave to have 2 facial expressions. Also, here's a look at his back torso. And Tombstone comes with 2 of these tile shooters, which you just press down here, and it shoots out a 1x1 circular tile. Here's the minifigure for Tarantula, and this is the same one that comes in the larger set with the Hulk. That's a $90 set, this is a $50 set, but I do think that's a better set overall, so it is kind of lame that we get a repeat in both of these sets with how limited minifigures we get across the sets. It would have been really nice to get Punisher, but yeah, it doesn't seem like Lego wants to include him because of R-rated specials and stuff like that. Regardless, I do like the torso and the leg print quite a bit. I don't know if that should have been dual molded, but I think it's serviceable not being dual molded. We'll have to see how the movie outfit looks though. And at the back, you can see some more printing, not only on the headpiece, but also on the torso. Mind you, there's these spike pieces, which are incredibly hard to have the minifigure hold. I hate that, and I wish they just made a new piece. You can see the top of this one's already damaged. And then they attach these spike pieces to the bottom of the feet with these hold studs, which make it kind of hard to display, so you could just easily remove those to actually have this easier to lay on flat surfaces. Interestingly enough, there's another exclusive minifigure of this set, but it's a no-name guard minifigure. You see that torso print is exclusive to this set, which is a Department of Damage Control torso. So that could also tie into the large Department of Damage Control building set. Other than that though, this face print has appeared in sets since I think 2024. We've seen this hat in this color plenty other times. And yeah, it's a no-name character, so it is a little bit disappointing, especially considering that there's no set of this wave with Punisher, who is seemingly a part of the movie. I really wish we would get an MCU Punisher, but at least there's something exclusive with this fig. The Spider-Man minifigure of this set is the same one that comes in all of the other Brand New Day sets. We have a new torso and face print, as well as arm printing, which is all very welcome. I do like how detailed this Spider-Man minifigure is compared to, say, the comic version, where we don't have any dual molded legs with the comic version. You can see some nice back torso printing as well. So yeah, that is pretty welcome. Even if it's the same one in 3 sets, that kind of makes sense. And Spider-Man also has this web build, which is seen in plenty of other sets. You know, that extra bag of web pieces comes with this set. So this is the prison transport vehicle, which has Department of Damage Control insignia over it. There's also optional additions of these web slung parts. But yeah, the design of this reminds me of that one Black Widow set that was like a Comic-Con exclusive during COVID that they made a little bit more available. Or even that Hydra tank from 2014, both of which I did not really care for the vehicles. And yeah, neither of those were a prison transport truck, but they have that same almost tank-like design. You could see how there's stickers with 3 on this side, 1 on the front, and then 3 on this side. And then at the back, there's this really annoying sticker which has the set number. That's kind of fun, but that was a pain in the butt to line up because you have to put it in the middle of this part, which has these 2 clips. Ugh, it didn't even work with the brick separator. The part I do like about this vehicle though is I am a sucker for vehicles that have like sitting room in there that's more than just like a front seat. And this actually has an interesting middle section as the front kind of falls off, where you could have a minifigure standing inside the back here. That I like. And you can have a minifigure sitting at the front as well. Inside, there's a part that holds a pair of handcuffs, which we showed earlier, and this little blaster right here. No clips on the adjacent side. And there's this display which was really hard to figure out which side they wanted me to line up on. So yeah, you can see the top and the bottom are slightly different. And not that it really matters, but I was going crazy because I'm like, I can't see in the instructions which way to put facing upward. So I just took a wild guess there. And of course that was a pain in the butt to actually line up. Pushing down that hatch, you could see towards the back there's this pair of binoculars as if you could scope through and kind of peek around with this part. And then there's the prison transport part. Once again, annoying sticker right here. But these lift up and those are clipped individually. And then you could push this part down. And inside for the prisoner, there's actually a little comfy seat. That's kind of surprising. Which I guess it'd be a good time to point out that there's some web slung handcuffs. Nothing new there. It comes in that extra pack of web pieces. And he fits snugly inside there. And the only other parts to cover with this build is that there's some more of those little tile shooters, where we got 2 at the very top right here. That was a pretty pathetic shot. And then you have the whole suspension feature, which you could see how that works basically with just this beam having a Technic pin connection in the middle only. And that's good for rougher terrains. Unfortunately, it's not as bouncy as I hoped it'd be. I don't have too much else to say here. I think I made it clear. I don't think this set's worth the money. Best part is Tombstone, and it even feels like Tombstone is slightly underprinted. All the other villains having leg printing, it looks out of place that there's no leg printing on him, but it didn't seem like his outfit totally needed it. And then you get repeats of minifigures from the larger sets, and a Department of Damage Control exclusive officer for that torso, which is a nice addition, but that isn't a named character. And with something like the larger Hulk set, there is an unnamed character who actually doesn't have any exclusive pieces. That feels like a small addition when you have all of these really alluring minifigures. There's a total of 3 exclusive characters in that set. This one is just like, okay, there's 1 exclusive named character and then 1 exclusive variant of an unnamed character for like a torso piece. At $50, the build here looks like a $30 set build at most. I don't know in what sense LEGO thought, okay, yeah, this build is worth $50. It just feels like a complete scam if you ask me. I mean, sure, this has more minifigures than a $30 set nowadays would have. But even then, you look at something like that $30 LEGO Juniors City Planes set that's releasing this summer, and that has 4 minifigures. There's some exclusive minifigures in there. Well, 1 exclusive one. That is this, sure, that's a set for juniors, but that seems so much more worth than what you're getting in this set. I don't like the design of the vehicle, even if it has some things I like the interior with that cockpit section and with that prison transport little jail. With all things considered, I give this set a 4 out of 10. I don't really care for the build. I think it's ridiculously overpriced, and there's very few reasons that people should go out and buy it. And again, I don't know what LEGO was thinking with the prices of either of these minifigure-centric brand new day sets. This should not be $90. This should not be $50. It makes no sense to me. I mean, I guess they expect people will buy it. So vote with your wallet, and I'd say don't buy this set. The larger set at least has enough intrigue. I do really like the play feature, and I think the minifigure selection is much better with that set, so I understand it. I gave that set a 6 out of 10. I'd say it's slightly above average, but yeah, this one I can't recommend. You're best off just eBaying the Tombstone minifigure. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you think I'm being too hard on this set? Thanks again to LEGO for sending me this early. Subscribe here for more honest LEGO reviews, also LEGO news and really fun videos in between. So you're going to want to click that subscribe button, click that like button, and I'll see you later. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Peace out.